Sports Video Group is back in Los Angeles at the 2024 SVG Esports Production Forum. Brandon Costa from Sports Video Group. Thrilled to be joined by a friend of SVG, Lydia Pendergrass from OS Studios. Lydia, always wonderful to see you at this event. Thanks so much for coming by.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Brandon. It's my second year. I was really excited to be on the budgeting panel. It's honestly, as a production manager, that's like 80% of what my job is, and I was probably a little too excited to talk about budgeting on it, so I'm really glad to be back for a second year.
Well, if there's one place you can be excited to talk publicly about those things, it's at an event like this. So what are some of the exciting things that OS Studios has been up to over the past handful of months? You guys are kind of a turnkey production house for big-time esports events and other events as well. But what are some of the things maybe in the esports world that you have all been working on?
We've done a lot of really exciting things this year, not just with broadcast production, but with events and experiential. So that's, broadcast is only turning into be only a small portion of what happens at our events. So focusing on the experiential side of things, the in-person experience, the fan experience, even the player experience. We did Call of Duty Next for our third year in a row with Activision Blizzard to promote the new Call of Duty game with 250 content creators. We did the Halo Major in Atlanta this year, which was really exciting. That was one of the largest esports events that we have done as a company. So that was really exciting for us to do. And then in September, we did the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship, which some people have not even heard of until now, which was really exciting to do because that was two digital versions of a game, which is what people think about in esports. But there was also the physical card element of it. So that brought up a lot of really innovative things for us to be able to do those three separate broadcasts for those events.
That's like I say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is maybe one of the brands that I actually do know. That's kind of like an old school kind of thing, I feel like a little bit. So there was already immediately a little bit of a rub there because you're talking about we're on a budgeting panel and you're talking about your responsibilities and your productions expanding and multiplying. So how are you all working and synergizing or kind of getting the most bang for your buck out of these things when you need to have a tighter budget, but more is expected of you when you show up on site?
I think it's starting at the beginning of what the KPI is and understanding what is our goal for this event. And some people usually think that it's viewership, and that's the one thing we want is viewership, but a lot of the times it's actually not. Is it ticket sales? Is it interactions? Is it signups to participate in the tournament? What is it? What is our overarching goal here? Because that really drives what the creative is, and the creative should really drive what the entire experience is, whether it's the broadcast or whether it's the experiential and the event experience of it. So I think having that and us being a creative agency, we are really partners with our clients. It's not necessarily, a client and an execution partner relationship. We are the experts in the gaming and the esports industry, so we help drive what that strategy really is to be able to have these really amazing events. And we've just been growing and building off a lot on that this year, and we'll continue to next year.
And we're excited to see you guys continue to do what you do best. Thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate you coming to these events and sharing your expertise with us. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, and thank you for SVG for having us again.
Of course, yeah, thanks so much. All right, for more of everything going on here at the 2024 SVG Esports Production Summit, you can head on over to our website at sportsvideo.org.